I'm meteorologist Bobby J. We're going to stay pretty comfortable, but we're going to be dealing with a bit more of that haze in our area, denser smoke across northern California. And then as we get into the end of this week, temperatures going to be ramping up. We're looking at some mid and upper 90s here in the West Valleys, and it stays pretty warm, toasty throughout this weekend. And as you're seeing, no good signs of rain in the forecast. Dry conditions to continue. We might see some changes with some low chances of rain as we get into next week. But for now, this week, we are dry for the southern Oregon and northern California. Mid 60s for the coastline. Going to be dealing with some fog and drizzle through this morning. We have a weak front that's going to be in the area here today, and with that, it is pretty good temperatures down slightly compared to yesterday, just by a degree or two. As you're seeing here in the West Valleys, a lot of us sitting into those mid 80s. Ashland about 81, 86 here in Medford, and we'll have some clouds expected through this afternoon as well. But don't forget about some of the haze and a slight breeze from the northwest. East of the Cascades, that wind a little bit stronger, up to around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Still seeing some gusts as high as 20 to 25 possible, and afternoon temperatures around 80 degrees. A lot like yesterday in terms of those temperatures for our eastern counties. Mid 80s here next couple of days. Then we're in the 90s. Ending out this week at 97 degrees for Friday. Looks to be the hottest day in the forecast. Slightly cooler this weekend, but still into those 90s, above the seasonal average for this time of year. Klamath Falls area will dip into some upper 70s. Morning lows around 40 degrees, but not as toasty for this weekend. Still getting into those mid 80s starting on Friday. And again, dry conditions across the area. Plenty of sunshine, especially later this week. Today we will have some clouds and, of course, some denser smoke across northern California. Looking at some 90s returning by the end of the week. And again, some fog for the coastline. Even some drizzle will be possible throughout this morning. Fog returning overnight tonight, but we start to dry out and warm up. A little bit stronger wind speeds as we get into the end of the week.